Here's my full and completely honest review of Huel Black Ready to Drink.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's up, Freccero fam? Welcome back to my channel where I like to experience everything that life has to offer. So this just came out. Huel Black Ready to Drink in my hands. As you can see, I have the chocolate flavor and the vanilla flavor. And one thing I want to say right in the beginning of this video is I bought these with my own money. This is not sponsored by Huel. This is going to be my completely honest review. And in addition, I am going to try these live on camera. I've not tried them yet. So if they're good, I'm going to let you know. If they don't taste good, well, I'll let you know as well. And in this video, I'm going to go in depth telling you everything you need to know. What is Huel Black Ready to Drink? What is the formula like? The nutrition? How does it taste? And more. First off, what exactly is Huel? And then being more specific, what is Huel Black Ready to Drink? So Huel, in case you didn't know, is basically powdered food. I lived off Huel years ago for an entire month, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awesome. Of course, like anything, pros and cons. I don't think I'd suggest living on only Huel, because of course, I did miss eating regular food, and I do think it's healthier to mix up your food sources. But what's great about Huel is you can easily replace breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever's easiest for you, have Huel, and that's a nutritionally complete meal right there. And with the popularity of the Huel powder, they decided to make two different powders, Huel White or Huel Original and Huel Black. Now the Huel Black powder, which is what I buy all the time, I have it constantly, that has more protein and less carbs than the original Huel. In my opinion, I love the Huel Black powder way more than Huel Original. Then, moving further down the timeline, Huel decided to make what they called Huel Ready to Drink. I've already done a video about the original, where basically, as opposed to, like, say, you taking the powder, putting it in a blender cup with water, shaking it up, and drinking it, you just grab a bottle, and you're good to go. That's all you need to do. So the idea of it is there's a more convenient way to have Huel. And then, moving now down the timeline to this video with Huel Black Ready to Drink. This is a ready-to-drink formula that, as you can see, it's in a bottle. You just drink it and you're good to go. And it mirrors or resembles Huel Black Powder. So that being said, let's get into the formula. So you can see right here, I have the nutrition facts for both chocolate and vanilla respectively. Pretty similar, I will say, for the most part, right? Except a couple of minor differences when it comes to the flavors. But one of these bottles is, as you can see, 400 calories. Going a bit further down, we have 380 milligrams of sodium. Not horrible, but not, I'd say, something super, super low. We have about 30 grams of carbs, 6 grams of sugar, and 35 grams of protein, and then a ton of macro and micronutrients. In addition, you can see right here that we also have omega-3s and omega-6s, 6 grams of dietary fiber, low sugar, and roughly about 151 health benefits and all 27 essential vitamins and minerals. This, right in my hands, is one nutritionally complete meal. Pretty awesome. And what's excellent about Huel Black Ready to Drink is it's super portable, as you can see, super convenient and super healthy. Like, say you're going to work and you want to replace your lunch with work with Huel Ready to Drink, you just grab one of these and that's it. Like I showed you, excellent macro and micronutrients and nutritional facts as well in terms of everything your body needs. And that's what I love about Huel. I have Huel all the time when I'm traveling, like say I get back and spend a long day and I don't feel like, preparing food, cooking, cleaning up all the dishes, all this kind of stuff. I just grab this and that's it. With that being said now, let's try it out. I'm pretty excited to try these. I'm not gonna lie, I have heard they taste pretty good, but I'm gonna be very honest on camera. If they taste bad, I'm gonna let you know. So, let's do the vanilla first. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the Huel Black Powder, my favorite flavors, and pretty much the only ones I buy, are chocolate, banana, and coffee caramel. That's it. Not a fan of the vanilla when it comes to Huel Black, but let's see how this tastes. So let's be honest, I actually just put it in the fridge and took it out for this video. Shake it up. All right, see how this tastes. Let's do it. Cheers. Ooh, bit of an odd aftertaste. Let me try it again. You know what's interesting? This almost tastes more like a blend of like vanilla, and I'd almost say like a hint of like a cake batter type taste. I'd say 6.5 out of 10. So I don't think it's my favorite flavor if I had to be honest. I mean, granted, this is the only one so far I've tried of Huel Black Ready to Drink. It doesn't taste bad, but I wouldn't rave about it either, being honest. Now let's go to chocolate. I'm really excited to try this one out. I have a good feeling about chocolate. I feel like it's such a classic flavor. Cheers. Ooh, that tastes good. It tastes a bit like a chocolate milkshake almost. I rank this one like an 8 or maybe even 8.5 out of 10. This one I would 100% buy again. I will also say for my Huel fanatics out there, or I guess the term is Huel again, if you're obsessed and big into Huel, this does taste a bit different than the Huel Black Powder. This one tastes smoother. I will say probably the logistical aspect of Huel Powder, that when I take the Huel Powder, put it into my blender cup, put it in water, shake it and drink it, usually there's like clumps and like, you know, just weird. I mean, as we all know, like, you know, using any protein powder, any type of powder, when you combine it with liquid, sometimes it isn't the smoothest thing to drink. This tastes extremely smooth. I would 100% buy this again. So in terms of my flavor review, being honest, I would not buy vanilla again. It wasn't bad, but I think especially compared to chocolate, chocolate was a lot better than it. So I think if I were to buy this again, I would just buy chocolate and not buy vanilla. Now let's get into the negative aspects. Here's where things get kind of tricky in terms of the pros and the cons. There's a lot of pros to Huel Black Ready to Drink. I love the taste. It is super convenient, excellent, and extremely healthy for you. But there are, I find, 3 main cons to Huel Black Ready to Drink. First off, I want to talk about the formula. And for some of these negative aspects, a lot of it is me comparing Huel Black Ready to Drink with the Huel Black Powder. Because like I showed you earlier, this is the nutritional facts for Huel Black Ready to Drink for chocolate. Now, if I go to here and show you the black powder, it's still 400 calories, but I only have 24 grams of carbs as opposed to Ready to Drink, which is 30. So for me personally, I like the fact that the powder has lower carbs, and in addition, only 4 grams of sugar as opposed to 6. I guess not too much of a difference. It's only a couple grams, so not too much of a difference, but there are 35 grams of protein when it comes to Huel Black Ready to Drink and 40 grams of protein with Huel Powder. So for me, if I had to compare both of them, I think the Huel Black Powder has a better nutritional formula. Next is the price. This out of anything in this video is actually the biggest con for me. Now, if I go to Huel Black Powder, let's start with the powder first. Each bag contains 17 meals, and let's say I buy 2 bags. Comes to $106 for 2 bags of Huel Black Powder. So basically, it's $106 for 34 meals. That equals roughly about $3.11 per meal. In my opinion, not bad at all. Especially if you think about it compared to, like, say, an expensive lunch at work or even McDonald's now, which is super expensive somehow. $3 for a high quality, nutritionally complete meal, awesome. But if I go to Huel Black Ready to Drink, let's go down here. First off, it's gonna show you this. Flexible plan, this is the subscribe and save option. This is auto-selected. I don't like it when companies do this. I've mentioned this on a few videos about Huel. I know this is kind of standard for a lot of companies like Amazon as well, where the first price they show you is the subscribe and save option, not the one-time purchase option. So I'm gonna go down here. For 1 box, let's say, of the chocolate, which is 12 bottles, I'm spending $72.50 or $6.04 per bottle. I'm spending $3 more for Huel Black Ready to Drink compared to Huel Powder. And so for me personally, being honest right away, and I will talk about this a bit later in the video, I don't think I'd ever buy Huel Black Ready to Drink again. Even though it tastes really good, even though it's convenient to an extent, which I'll talk about in a second, I feel like for me personally, I'd much rather just get the Huel Powder, which 1, I like the formula better, and 2, I'm saving $3 per serving. Now, the last con I want to talk about, which is both a pro and a con, is convenience. So to show you, this is a bag of Huel Black, right? I buy this all the time, and this has 17 servings. This, to show you in comparison, is 1 serving, of course. And I want to show you this because if you think about it, 17 of these would equal 1 of these bags, right? So just Keep that in mind for a second. And the reason why I say that is because on one end, I think one pro of Huel Black Ready to Drink is, like, say if I'm going to work, like say if I just woke up, I just grab a bottle, drink it, go on with my day. It is the definition of convenience. And being honest, I can see the advantage to some people of them saying, you know what, Mark, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know it's $6 for one of these bottles as opposed to the powder, which is $3. Well, you know, I don't mind spending the extra $3. It still is only $6 per meal. But for me, I feel like I'd rather spend, like, say, a few more dollars and get like a burrito bowl for $10. So I feel like for me, Huel Black Ready to Drink is a bit overpriced. And even though, yes, it is more convenient to an extent, there is also a negative aspect to that convenience. And that is the portability. Because as you can imagine, you know, 17 of these bottles would be a lot more of a hassle in terms of weight, the space it takes up, and more to carry around rather than just the Huel Black Powder. In addition, I travel a lot. And one of my favorite travel hacks when I'm in the airport is to have Huel. For example, I was just in Denver, Colorado. I posted a video about my experience being there for a week. And when I was flying there, I had Huel in the airport. And as we all know, you cannot bring liquids through TSA, but the powder, you can. So although, yes, to an extent, there is a benefit of the convenience of Huel Ready to Drink, there also are some drawbacks. Portability, bringing it through the airport, the powder's a lot better and a lot more efficient, which is why, like I said, when I look at both of them, I just feel like the Huel Black Powder is so much better. I don't think I'd ever buy the Huel Black Ready to Drink. In addition to, I just feel like $6, that is a good amount of money. I hate to say it, you know, granted, everybody's gonna have a different perspective because on top of this convenience, and this is another big thing for me, if, let's say, someone said, hey, Mark, and I'm making numbers up, but to make numbers up, would you rather spend $3 to make a burger at your house, or would you rather go out and spend $6, so double that, but you get to go out and have a burger at a restaurant? To me, I feel like that $6 for a burger at a restaurant is more convenient, right? Because think about making a burger at home. You have to have all the ingredients, the buns, lettuce, tomato, of course, the patties themselves. You have to cook it. You have to prepare everything. You then have to clean up all the dishes. There's a lot of work that goes into making a burger at home. And obviously, I wouldn't mind spending, like, say, double that, $3 to $6 to go out and have a burger where I don't have to do the dishes. I don't have to prepare everything. I don't have to get all the ingredients ready, make sure I have all the ingredients, etc., etc. When it comes to Huel, though, all you literally need is the powder, water, I guess a container to make it in, and that's it. If you look at the difference of making Huel in terms of the Huel powder versus Huel Black Ready to Drink, maybe it saves you, what, 20 seconds? Although I will say, being honest, the powder could sometimes be super annoying, like transporting with any powder. One, sometimes it looks sketchy. Like I'll put it in like a Ziploc bag. Like if I'm going to the gym or if I'm just going out, sometimes I'll put it in like a Ziploc bag and I'm like, I hope I don't get like pulled over and I'm like, I swear it's Huel. I know it looks kind of weird, right? Another thing, there's been some times, let's say the powder gets everywhere. One time, for example, I remember going through TSA and they checked me because I saw the Huel, which, as a side note, almost always I get searched if I have the Huel powder on me. And I don't know what the TSA agent did, but they by accident, I think, like closed the Huel powder in the wrong way and the powder went all over my clothes. So I will say the powder can definitely be annoying, but when I look at Huel powder versus Huel Black Ready to Drink, of the convenience aspect, I feel like that since Huel is so quick and easy to make, like I said, all you need besides the powder is water and a blender cup. I feel like I really wouldn't want to spend that extra $3 per serving when making Huel is so easy anyway. Overall though, gotta say, I do really like the Huel Black Ready to Drink chocolate flavor. This is something that I would definitely drink again. Like I said though, the big issue for me isn't necessarily Huel Black Ready to Drink. It's when I compare it to the powder, where I feel like the powder has more benefits. That being said though, let's say money's not an issue for you. Let's say you're like, hey Mark, I'm not gonna lie, it's only $3 extra per serving. I think I'd rather have Huel Black Ready to Drink. I can definitely see the convenience of that. Like I said, you just grab one bottle, that's it. You don't have to worry about the hassle of dealing with the powder. If, let's say, you're out and about and you're traveling and let's say you don't have access to water, sometimes not as easy to get as we think, you can have this. In addition, this is definitely way smoother than using the powder when, like I said, sometimes it clumps up. It's not perfect every single time you drink it. I love the Huel Black Ready to Drink chocolate flavor. Vanilla, not as much. I don't know if I would have the vanilla again. I mean, I probably would, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, if that makes sense. The chocolate, I really do like this flavor. If, let's say, you don't want to deal with the hassle of having the powder, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pros and cons to the powder, you just grab one of these, and in your hands is a nutritionally complete meal that's super good for you, pretty inexpensive compared to another big meal, and of course, tastes awesome.